All right, here we are at 6640 Sandlewood Lane. Main house is older, built in '81, but there's been an addition put on it to the left, and they did enclose the garage. We'll go through all that stuff. Real nice driveway space, beautiful landscaping. This guy kind of has done a ton of landscaping to build kind of a retreat oasis, as he kind of calls it. Gorgeous looking newer house next door. You can see that one's got to be built in the last 2 or 3 years. So that's the neighbor. You can have a little hedge line grow up here a little more, but beautiful homes on this street. There's some big ones, and there's actually one immediately when you turn on Sandlewood on the right that is a barn, like a true barn looking home. It's a double lot. It's got to be 5 acres, I would assume. And I'm curious, I got to pull up who owns that, but it's being built. And it's worth your drive, just even if you just next time you're in Naples, drive down Sandlewood and see this estate that's being built, with horse stables and jumps and all kinds of stuff. It is wild looking. So anyway, back to this. Lots of brick tiles. Again, really neat what they did with some of the intricate work, the landscape design. I mean, there's no way this guy did this himself. He had to hire somebody out. Here's the addition that they built here. Shingle. They got a trellis. Really cool looking house. Just has a unique flair to it and just has a different type of vibe when you go through it. A couple melding of a couple different just features and architectural feels, and just it is a little bit of everything here. So this is the original part of the main house. The flat roofs is kind of the way my house feels, with the flat roofs and the height of the ceilings right here. Guessing it's probably 9 or 8 feet, be my guess, on the ceilings. Sliders are original, but there are electric shutters out there. I'm gonna take you to the left to start with. This is the master suite. Okay, it has a slider that goes out to here. For the time period it was built, pretty standard size. It's not real huge, right? But good enough. Small tiles that lead in here to the master closet. We did a ton of work in here with all the custom closets. So this is a beautiful space. Master bath, could definitely use a little TLC, but there's room here to do what you want with it, And then all of that goes out to this way. So this is where the addition was put on, and it just keeps going from here. So I don't know if they took part of that bath or what, but you could that's just the other bath on the other side of that. So you could tap into that. There's all kinds of stuff you could do with this space over here. And there was that outside door that I forgot to point out, but there was a separate entrance for this. He uses it, the current owner uses it for his office. He's a financial guy. So he has clients come in from that door right there. Not quite to your level with the books. So he has this kind of entry space from that door to the outside. And then, so my only beef with this little part is that the space is here, but it's real, compartmentalized. A lot of small little rooms and stuff like that. This is just a closet. I hadn't opened this yet. Pretty big size closet. And then this is another closet as well, but it doesn't open on the way. So there's 2 closets side by side. Then there's this nice big room here. This is really big for an extra room. So massive. See all your bookcases fitting in here, or even in this room here. I guess it's kind of an entry room, but just space. You could open that up easily. This little wing just has lots of spaces. Okay, so we're gonna go back through the main part of the house, and I'm gonna show you where they did enclose the garage. That's the dining room. I kind of pointed that out earlier. Kitchen's light and bright. Similar countertops to one of the other ones we saw with the sparkle. White countertops. Kind of got the aquamarine back tiles, backsplash. Really cool gas stove. So they have a propane tank that's buried. There's some more over here that they have, glass front cabinets. So pretty intense kitchen setup with the stove and then all the globe lights. The propane tank, I think she's waiting to hear back from the county on exactly the size, but we're thinking 250 that runs that and the pool as well.
Yes.
So this is the enclosed garage. What used to be, you can just tell from looking at the spackling on the walls, and then obviously this is where it's the other side entrance load. So they just put in the French doors on that side. But this actually would be a really cool room for your office as well, for all the bookcases. So it just depends on how you want it, how it may lay out for you. But you can roll right up to it. I mean, you could even put a garage back in here if you really wanted to. It's all stubbed in for the AC, so that's all ducted in. But so this is your typical, guessing 20 by 20 garage. All right, so this is the original guest wing of the house. Let me show you the main living area, because it has really cool rafters in here and wood beams. And you can probably see these from the pictures as well, but it's got a neat feel to it on the inside. Then fireplace, it's kind of got your fossil stone leading up to the top. It's got a little nook over here. You could have a little built-in. They got a little wine chest, but you could have some built-in shelving or something like that put in as well. So this is the original guest wing, just 2 bedrooms, 2 bath. Nothing exceptional to point out here, I don't think. There's your guest bath, and then this one has its bath and the en suite back here, and it doubles as a pool bath. Okay. So those baths are pretty original. Vintage, I like the colors in here. Got the cultured marble, kind of a green color. Neat. All right, so let's pop back through and we're gonna jump out to the outside area. Get you a different look back at the kitchen a little bit. Got wood here. You got the floating shelves over there as well. Okay, let's go outside. This decking definitely needs some TLC out here, whether it's brick pavers on top. I mean, it's your stamped concrete, but it's just gotten super dingy. You can just, you can stain over top of it, which is a cheaper way to go. It's what I did at my house. Or you can put pavers. It's a lot of decking, so pavers or travertine. You put in this part here. This is kind of that, really hardy, what they do with like marine decking. I can't remember the composite name for it, but it's super, super out, made to be outdoors. So nice stuff here. This is all covered. It does have the electric shutters that run all the way around to here. They did a pre-listing inspection, and so they're hammering all that stuff out, whatever they found from that punch list. So all that should be in working order. You could open this up. That hedge line over there, it seems a little obtrusive to me. Being, I don't think there's really much over there. There's another hedge line. So personally, I'd get rid of that whole hedge. This guy obviously likes his greenery. There's ferns all through here and stuff like that. Pool is absolutely massive. I mean, one of the biggest pools I've seen as far as length. I didn't walk it off, but it's got to be 40 feet, if not more. 10, 20, yeah, I'd say about 40 feet. So it is a massive pool area. You got more limestone rock over here, and a little, I don't know what that is. Anyway, but just cool little wood accents, more shutters. Stamped concrete, it needs something. Just to give you an idea how big this pool is. I believe the cage was replaced. I pulled it on the tax record. It was 2007, I want to say. So the cage has been reinforced recently, and it has a little bump up to here to vault up, which is nice. Got your fan palm there. All the equipment for the pool and ACs and stuff all runs down this way. Got Pentair this, apparently again, all that's been looked at. So she says she's real anal about the maintenance on everything. Tons of driveway space as well. This is what she called a Key West shed, because it's, it's per code strapped down. You can see the strappings down there. So, it maybe withstand, my guess is 150 mile an hour, winds. So I didn't actually go inside this. So it's just storage area right now, but you could easily finish this off and turn it into a workout studio or any number of things. Old podcast room, pretty cool. The septic is here. It's a big like dog run out there. You can see the little white poles and stuff like that for dog jumps and stuff like that. That is not the entire length of the property line. That fencing probably stops 50 feet or so before the end of it. Hibiscus. This guy really liked his plants. Like I said, I'd get rid of this whole hedge. Make that pool feel a little more open because there's a whole nother hedge back over here, you know? There's the RO system back that way. Here's the fire pit area, chairs, and then a little drip garden. A lot going on here. Don't think there's anything else to be said. I mean, definitely no garage here right now. You could convert that one back. So much driveway space. You know, you could put an extra building out here down the road. However you wanted to do it, or just put like, you know, the other idea some people do out here is they just put like a modified carport, right? So at least your car is covered. From the element. So something like, put it this way, it'd be perfectly right where that truck is, and you just put just like a post building with posts, metal roof, maybe a couple sides to it, and you could just put like a modified carport if you wanted to do it on the cheap. Anyway, just an idea. That's it, man. Pretty crazy property.